I'm Bob Potter. I'm a New York City kid, born and raised, and I've been involved with NAMI, 15 years. I was still in denial about my diagnosis, and at that time I really needed to reach out to somebody to stop my isolation. And so my therapist suggested NAMI NYC. NAMI was a perfect fit. The NAMI NYC programs have made a real difference in my life, starting from when I was first a student, a participant in the peer-to-peer group, which really made me be able to accept that I had a mental health diagnosis. I have been really lucky in that NAMI NYC has taught me about stigma, and I have learned advocacy. I have learned how to stand up for myself just speaking to someone one-on-one. I have really gained so much from the services that I've had from NAMI NYC. They've been amazing and made a huge change in my life. It's given me an opportunity as a participant in the classes really to open myself up, to accept where I am, to advocate for individuals whom I may know or may not know. But also, the best part about NAMI NYC is that I'm able to work as a volunteer, and it brought me into my vocation today. I'm now a professional in the field of mental health, working with people who themselves have a diagnosis. I'm delighted that I am working as a facilitator for NAMI's new LGBTQ+ peer-to-peer program. It's been exciting. NAMI NYC is one place where your wellness can get better because of your condition, because of your diagnosis. You're supported by friends and by the program at NAMI NYC because you have strengths you don't know about. It's worth taking that first step.
I went to Syracuse University. I graduated in 2016. I double majored in religion and writing and rhetoric. Some people think that's kind of like odd majors to combine, but it worked with what I was interested in. College was the first place where I actually experienced hardships firsthand with my mental health. My senior year was the hardest year for me, especially with my anxiety and battling also like depressive thoughts, association, things like that. That was also the first time in my life that I ever even heard the phrase mental health is something that you have to take care of. Because I didn't realize that I was experiencing anxiety and depressive symptoms since I was like 11 years old, but I didn't realize what it was until I was catching the panic attacks. It was hard for me not to be able to give the amount of effort that I usually was able to give because I was neglecting a part of myself that needed tending to. Following college was the hardest year for me. I wasn't able to function the way that I would like to, especially since I'm reestablishing myself in the world, seeing my family, and living in my home for the first time in 4 years. So I was scrolling on Facebook one day and a NAMI NYC ad popped up for Ending the Silence. And I knew that was something that I was passionate about. So when I read it, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to talk to young people about the importance of mental health, the importance of checking in on yourself, especially if you're like me, if you're like that perfectionist student that needed to have those high expectations and standards. And not saying that's a bad thing, but knowing that it's okay to be gentle with yourself, it's okay to make mistakes, and all those things are essential. It helps me to connect with myself as well as with others, which is one of my mental health goals, because I know one of my symptoms could be isolating, not wanting to like engage with others. So this helps to kind of allow me the opportunity to be able to connect with others that do understand what I'm going through. And I think that's majorly important. I think without NAMI NYC, it would have been a little bit harder for me to communicate my needs. I think NAMI NYC was the main place where I was comfortable communicating like who I was, the things I've struggled with, and not feeling shame or guilt. And being able to experience NAMI helped me to gain that perspective as well as my voice, so that I can talk about mental health for myself and also talk about mental health within my family. One of my main messages about mental illness and mental health is that it does not stop you from achieving your goals. It doesn't stop you from doing anything that you want to do. When I was struggling at my rock bottom moment, I thought that my life would just be shifted and changed and I won't be able to do anything. Like, I have anxiety, so I'm just gonna want to stay in my room all the time, but I didn't. And it didn't stop me from doing anything. Yeah, of course, like self-care might look different for me. I gotta go to therapy, and that's okay. And being able to connect with myself and grow and get to know myself and love myself better is the most rewarding thing I've ever experienced. So I might have a mental illness, but it definitely does not define me.
My loved one was experiencing a mental health crisis. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. So I called the helpline and they told me about NAMI NYC. NAMI NYC offers a variety of services, and the one that I utilized was the family to family, which best suited me and my situation. And that's basically educating family members of those with mental health conditions about mental health. By attending the NAMI NYC Family to Family, what I learned is that I'm not alone because I didn't know anything about this mental health disorder. I know that when I started out, I was very quiet, reserved, cried a lot, but when I came out of it, it was like a whole new world because education, being educated was so important for my family and myself. And how I was able to take it back, I had a better understanding of my loved one's mental health illness. It really helped me be able to communicate better with my loved one. Before the services, my loved one was always in a crisis. And I think because of my education and me attending the NAMI NYC Family to Family, they're taking their medication, they're working. They seem at this point to be doing well. I came in as a participant, a student, and from there I was offered to teach. So I was able to give back everything that I received. I was now able to give back as a teacher. And then from teaching, I became a staff member. So I'm just overwhelmed and I'm honored that I'm able to be part of NAMI NYC, this organization, to help, to advocate, and to educate. What I would like people to know about mental health and mental illness is that it's not a choice. Just try to be as patient with your loved one as well as with yourself. If you care for yourself, you'll be able to care better for your loved one. I'm thankful for the NAMI NYC team because they are warm and they are welcoming. They understand. They have a heart. They're compassionate. They just have, to me, this team has a gift and a calling, and now I'm part of that.